Hi, everybody. Uh, this is A. Smith Gallery. I'm Amanda. This is Kevin.
Hi there.
And we're here to talk about the juried exhibit that's up right now in our online gallery, Portal. And Portal was juried by Krista Dix, who's the executive director at the Griffin Museum in Boston. And we'd like to thank her very much for selecting such a wonderful exhibit.
And for all the folks that entered all the great imagery, we appreciate that.
Absolutely. It'll be online until December 7th, I believe it is. And then, of course, it'll go to archive. But for now, you can see it up there, the whole exhibit. But for right this minute, we're going to go on and look at it online and talk about the images.
So do you want me to share it?
That means Kevin has to do a screen share. Can sometimes be challenging.
So far, so good.
I think it's working. Okay.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Kevin. So let's proceed past our logo.
Okay.
And go to the first image. These images are in alphabetical order by first name, which is kind of odd, but that's just the way it worked out. And some people do have more than one, and I'll alert you to that as we get to it. This particular image is by Allison Lake. Allison is from Monterey, California. And this image is entitled Deluxe Birdhouse, Akureyri, Iceland.
All right.
Very nice. Thank you. Oh, you want to go that way?
Yeah.
Okay. This image is by Andrea London. You know what the title of this is, Kevin?
I don't.
It's X.
I can understand why.
Andrea is from Bonita Springs, Florida. And I love this image.
That's a great capture. The fact that she saw that.
Yeah, that's
take
what.
a picture
Yeah,
of it.
exactly.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I agree. Good image. And next, I'll just throw them over here.
No, you're good.
Okay. So the next image we have, Kevin.
Oh, I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm sorry.
That's okay. This is an image by Anita Rama. Anita lives in Reno, Nevada, and the title of this is Farewell.
This is a fascinating image because it's kind of spooky. You notice the figure.
Yeah,
back in the
it's
death.
spooky and it's mysterious.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah, I love this. Very nicely done. Thank you, Anita.
All right. If I can continue,
Kevin will get it in the groove in a minute.
continue to remember my task here.
So the next image, this is by Beth Lilly, and it's called Tunnel Vision. She is from Clarkston, Georgia, and she did write something about this image. Some of the people actually, I asked everyone to write something, and some people did, and so she wrote a narrative about her image.
And she says, interstates, not innately interesting. No one looks at an exit ramp and thinks, wow, that's gorgeous. The word brings up images of endless concrete, featureless structures, and bland landscapes. But I find the interstate to be a fascinating liminal space, unique to contemporary America. The sealed environment of our cars, the high speed of travel, and the limited access of the interstate itself all serve to separate us from our fellow travelers. The landscape we traverse and the responsibilities of our busy lives, I feel I step outside the confines of time and space and can let go of demands on my attention to just be, with the thrill of speed and my forward momentum, with the illusion of freedom from responsibilities, or with an internal journey of contemplation and reflection. The seventh Bardo was shot entirely while driving on the interstates of the Southeast. I grew up in the southeastern cities of Charlotte, North Carolina, and Atlanta, Georgia during the 70s, a time when the new interstate system was a major agent in the transformations going on in that region. As a young woman, the interstate symbolized freedom from isolation and was a doorway to exciting new experiences. As an adult, I often turn to the interstate in times of uncertainty, seeking the kind of introspection that I could only find on a long drive through its empty landscapes. Bardo is a Tibetan term meaning an in-between space, and usually refers to the state of existence between death and rebirth. I'm proposing that driving on the interstate is kind of Bardo. It is in between where we've left where we were, but have hours before we reach where we're going. A place that feels outside of time and space. A meditation on the modern journey. The landscapes comprising the seventh Bardo re-envisions the view outside the window as a no man's land beyond normal time and space. It's the external projection of restless soul caught up in an internal world. Wow, that's wonderful. That's really wonderful.
You know, having just gotten back from a really long road trip,
Yeah,
I get all of
yeah,
that.
we were in the Bardo numerous times.
Yes, we were.
But that's really well said, really well written, and
Yeah.
boy, it really informs that photograph.
So she's got a whole body of work around this. So, you know, look on her website and check it out. The websites are all on our website under their images. So check that out.
Very nice.
So next we have two images by Bleemy T. Bleemy lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And this first one is entitled, Hello, anyone there?
Kind of like a suburban sandworm.
It is.
I like that.
Yeah. And this one is Portal to Childhood. That's a lovely image.
Yeah, that is. That's the lighting is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. So next we have an image by Brian Galgano. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
He's from Atlanta, Georgia. And this image is called 2.26.17, A Spiritual Approach.
A really nice image by Brian. And I know Brian personally, and this image is imbued with a lot of personal power. So very nice, Brian. Thank you.
Yeah, good job. So next, this image is entitled Spider Capture, and it's by Celeste Holsey Picon. Celeste is from or lives in Bulverde. I suspect she's from somewhere else. That's kind of a French Cajun kind of name.
All right.
It's called Spider Capture.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
Okay.
So next we have three images by Christina McFall. Christina lives in, I'll get it in a minute. Maybe I won't. La Jolla, California. This particular image is called Ancestors.
It just so perfectly captures that moment, right? As the sun's going down, and you get both the fading light of the day, and then the way that the light of the candles is prominent is really cool.
That's a really big portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good one. And next we have another realm. This one is part of the 27.
Wow. Very nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Is there any
No,
verbiage that goes with that?
I'm sorry.
Interesting.
We have one more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is Primordial Waters. It's a beautiful image too.
Also very nice. Yeah.
Well done. Then we have an image by David Whitney. It's called Ascend. And David is from Andover, Massachusetts. This is part of the 27 also.
Yeah, I think that the way that the light is just blown out the top of that image really makes it interesting, makes it work really well.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if it in a double exposure.
Well, and especially from a portal sense, from a porter's sense, it's this individual walking into the light. It's like they walking into another realm. Yeah. Absolutely.
Good job. Thank you. So this image, excuse me, is by Denise Laurinagatus. I know I said it all wrong. I'm sort of close. Denise is from, oh goodness, where are you from, Denise? New York. This is entitled Reflection.
And that appears to be a portal into some type of domestic situation.
Okay.
I'm
Yes,
not-
it is.
I'm not positive.
You're not
That's-
going to go there.
That's what it appears.
No,
to
it's a
be.
very nice image.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay.
Diane Cockrell. Diane lives in San Pedro, California, and this is entitled Away In. Indeed, it is.
Yeah, I like the way that those little glass areas that are jutting out are lit up. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, good capture. So we have two images here by Frank Curran. Frank lives in somewhere in Massachusetts. I know he lives somewhere in Massachusetts. Brookline, Massachusetts. This particular image is entitled Framed. It's also in the 27. And there's one more, which is
Very nice.
yeah, these are nice, Frank.
Yes.
Thank you, Kevin. So this is entitled Jesus Saves. It's by Gail Schuster, and Gail lives in Lick, New York, LIC, New York. I don't know where that is.
I don't either.
I don't either, but it's in New York. Yeah, nice image.
It is. And it's sneaking up on
Yeah,
the message, which is usually the other way around.
Yeah.
It's usually in your face.
Yeah.
I like that.
sneaky image. So then I'm gonna move on.
Oh, that would help, wouldn't it?
Jeffrey Agrons. Jeffrey lives in New Hope, Pennsylvania. He's got two images in. This one is called Blue Cellar Door.
Fascinating because that's either a murderer waiting or it's a kid who's hiding from his dad who's coming to punish him.
I'm not even sure it's a person.
Well, it looks like a person.
You think?
to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Or it's somebody that just stopped for a minute after going to the wine cellar. One of those three.
Like could be.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job.
He's got one more, Kevin.
Oh, sorry.
This one, I just love this. It's called the Lindbergh Experience.
Oh, wow. And you know why it's called that, right?
No, you tell me.
Because when the Lindbergh baby was kidnapped,
Mhm.
the kidnapper used a ladder to get up into the room where the baby was. And if you, we don't have enough time to go into the whole Lindbergh baby thing, but that's an interesting image.
And the light is just fabulous.
Yeah, yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Another good job by Jeffrey,
As usual.
as usual. So this is by Giulio Brantley. Giulio lives in Rome, Italy. And this is called, he has it in Italian, guys, La Vita degli Altri, which means, I looked it up, the lives of others.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's a really nice image.
We're checking out the other person's life right there. No life, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. This is by Honey J. Walker. Honey lives in London. And this is called Moving from One Realm to Another. And Honey had some words about this that you
Okay.
to read.
My image moving from one realm to another was originally inspired by my geisha series, which were all shot in Japan as multiple exposures. The series has moved on to a second series of images called Before Yesterday and Beyond Tomorrow. I used the Japanese aesthetic as a starting point in combination with a more surrealistic quality. I wanted the images to feel nostalgic, but without any references to a specific period in time. Moving from on realm to another translates that feeling of the past and future, a place and time not yet discovered. Very nice.
Yeah. So she's fixing to take my leafing class, and these are some of the images we're gonna leaf.
Oh, cool.
Which I think will be really interesting.
Fantastic. That'd
Yeah.
be perfect.
So we have a couple of images here by Jeff
Kiwi.
Shiwi. It's a test, Kevin. Jeff lives in Chicago, Illinois. And this particular image is called Wall's Drug Dinosaur.
Yes,
He told us this story.
I don't remember.
So Wall's Drug is
It-
like, it's like a Kmart
It's
or
a famous place out in the middle of nowhere somewhere. right?
yeah, it is. They got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
And he happened to be driving by there right at
yeah,
the sun coming up
right.
and there was that dinosaur. So he stopped and took a picture of it.
Very cool.
This one is also Jeff and it's called Windows and Walls. It is part of the 27. Do you remember the story about this one?
No,
So Jeff is a professional photographer and he did ads for people. And this is from an ad.
what?
It was a sighting.
Siding.
Oh.
Yes, very cool.
It is cool.
And it's definitely a portal.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you, Jeff.
Jeff is a very good guy,
He is.
on top of being a really good photographer.
Yep. So this is by Joy Sussman. It's called Maine Morning. It's so peaceful. I just love this. Joy is from not Maine. She is from Rudolph, New Jersey. Or is that Randolph, New Jersey? Anyway, she wrote about this image and Kevin's going to read a little bit about it.
In my photography practice, I tend to fall into two very different camps, creating moody, atmospheric scenes with layers of editing, or simply capturing the quiet beauty of the ordinary with little post-processing. This photograph obviously fits into the latter camp. I took it early one summer morning in an old rental house near Acadia National Park in Maine. There were 11 members of our extended family staying at the house. So this shot was taken in a rare moment of solitude and pure stillness before everyone else woke up. The funny thing about this house was that the mid-century kitchen was a neon bright spearmint green, and with all of the ceiling lights on at night, it made a very loud statement indeed. And yet, in the early morning light, there was something oddly soothing about this room. I loved the soft sunlight streaming into the adjacent dining room, and the sunny yellow trio of the flower vase, the retro step stool chair, and the old Dixie cup dispenser. I was quite fond of this house by the time we checked out. It had grown on me with its quirky charm. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love the story part of these things. The narrative to me is incredibly important.
Yeah. Last time I stayed in Maine, it was a house, and it was all painted white, which was really interesting.
Yeah.
Great for photography. Okay, this is an image by Karen Pape. Karen lives in Charlottesville, Virginia, and this is called Stolen Lands 2.
This is a very interesting shot.
It is.
I love what she's done there.
Yeah. I love that door down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good.
Is there just the one, or does she have another?
Just the one. I wish there were more.
Okay.
Kevin Lyle. Kevin is from Chicago, Illinois, and this is entitled Troubles My Sleep 22095. This is a diptych. So Kevin has a whole body of work called Troubles My Sleep. We've had him several of his images in exhibits before, and they're all diptychs, and he's really good at this.
Mhm.
Really, really good.
This one just appears almost seamless.
Absolutely.
Diptychs are not easy to do.
No, they're not. His are always really seamless.
Right. And I like this kind of has a noir look to it.
Yeah, good job. So next we have Lawrence Russ, Larry. He's got a couple of images in. Larry's been submitting since the beginning of the gallery, a long time. And he lives in Southport, Connecticut. This particular one is called Deep Red, Deeper Blue.
Very nice. That looks like that's a redfish.
You think?
I've caught many of those.
Well, he's not red.
No, but I think he has a spot on his tail, but the kid's hiding that.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Thank you, Kevin. And one more of Larry's. This one is called, if I could see it, Unexpected Caller at the House of Clouds. That's a great title, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Yep, he's gonna get you.
I really like the distorted imagery in the window there. I think
Of the
that's
reflection.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you, Larry. So Leah Oates. Where'd it go? Who else? Can I have some of that back?
Mhm.
There we go. I knew something was wrong. So Leah Oates is from Canada. She's actually from Toronto, Canada. And this particular image is called Transitory Space, Nova Scotia, Canada, McNabb's Island number 19. She has some information about that.
Okay.
So it's from a body of work entitled, let me get it, Transitory Space Series. Yeah, Transitory Space Series. So Kevin's going to read the statement about the space.
Okay.
Yeah.
The world thus appears to be a complicated tissue of events in which connections of different kinds alternate, overlap, or combine, and thereby determine the texture of the whole. All phenomena are processes, connections, all is in flux, and at moments this flux is visible. By Peter Matthiessen from The Snow Leopard. That was a great book. I read that. The Transitory Space series deals with urban and natural locations that are transforming due to the passage of time, altered natural conditions, and a continual human imprint. In everyone and everything, there are daily changes, and this series articulates fluctuation in the photographic image and captures movement through time and space. Transitory spaces have a messy human energy that is perpetually in the present, yet continually altering. There are endlessly interesting, alive places where there is a great deal of beauty and fragility. There are temporary monuments to the ephemeral nature of existence. Humans leave traces and artifacts of our consciousness everywhere in our environment. Contradictory realities can be found coexisting wherever we look. They are in what we choose to think, what we choose to believe, and how we choose to act. And they can be found in what we choose to observe. When I look back on a moment, it's full of impressions, and multiple exposures capture this. I make multiple exposures on specific frames and camera, which allows me to display a more complete correlation of experiences that a single exposure just misses. Every moment captured on film is over as soon as the shutter clicks, recording the ephemeral. Yet in reality, there is always a visual cacophony of experience. We are always living in many realities at once. Multiple exposures express the way we experience the world more accurately. Time is layered and not frozen into one single moment. Photography is directly connected to time as the camera shoots at fractions of a second. Time is always slipping and fracturing from the present, past, and future. We are often living in all these levels at once, but when we're not, we experience flow or an absence of time. Multiple exposures are close to the experience of flow. When I look at a moment in time, I feel more than can be recorded with a simple click of the shutter. I use multiple exposures on film to record a more accurate picture of how we can recall time transpiring. Very nice. Well written. Yeah, very cool.
So there's a whole series of these. So, be sure and go to our website and check it out because it's really good stuff.
Wonderful.
So next we have a couple of images by Marcy Tilton. Marcy lives in Cave Junction, Oregon. And this particular image is called Bus Stop. Nice image, Marcy.
Absolutely.
Very
Definitely says portal.
Absolutely. And this one is entitled Peace Museum, Nagasaki.
The Nagasaki or Nagasaki?
Well, it's got an O on the end.
Okay. Cool. I like it.
Yeah, there too. Thank you, Marcy. This image is by Margot Geddes. It is entitled Hunt, believe it or not. Yeah. Margot is from Missoula, Montana.
That is definitely a portal.
Absolutely. Interesting. Thank you. So this one is by Matt Hayner. Matt lives in Lake Forest, Illinois, and it's called Evan. This is a really interesting image.
It's a portal into how crazy that guy is. I mean, what the hell is he doing?
Well, I don't know. I don't think he's really thinking. He's
That's-
not really doing what you think he's doing.
That's a wonderful shot.
Yeah, it was a great shot. Great composition. So here we have another Matthew. Matthew Werspowski. Matthew lives in Rensselaer, New York. I've never heard of that place, but I'm sure it's lovely. This is entitled Passage.
Yeah, and the mirroring of those kind of those octagonal shapes.
Yeah, it's
kind of very interesting.
well seen.
Yeah.
So Paul Gilmore. This is entitled Beach Pavilion. Paul lives in Bow, New Hampshire, and this is part of the 27.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that image. It's very mysterious, and
Yeah.
the sun's just about to get you up there.
Yep.
Pip Shipley. Pip lives in Belmont, Massachusetts. This is called Stonehurst. It's part of the 27. It just so happens that right after he submitted this, he took my leaping class, and we leaped that image. It was beautiful. It turned out really nice.
I bet it did. Yeah.
Very nice.
Very cool.
It's a great image.
A really nice photograph.
Yeah. So Ralph Murata. Ralph's got a couple of images in here. This particular one is called A Woven Hoop of Caught Dreams. Ralph lives in Tacoma, Washington. And I think that's some of those trees around there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a whole body of work around this particular theme. It's really nice. Mossy trees.
Very nice.
And this one is titled Untitled, and it is part of the 27.
Ralph is fixing to get a.
Yes, Ralph won a director's award in, oh boy, I forgot which one already. Maybe Open Unfiltered. And we're going to do a blog with him pretty soon. We're working on it. It's almost there.
Nice work of his.
Yeah. This is Richard Schramm's image. It's called Dream Window. It's part of the 27. And he is from Carborough, North Carolina.
I would like to talk to him about how he did that, because it looks like that's a television in a hotel room, but then that looks like it's an art piece.
It does.
It's kind of odd. Yeah, I like that.
I don't know what it is.
It gets you guessing.
Well, the air conditioner kind of gives you grounding.
But in what?
I don't know. It's a portal to Hawaii. I don't know. It's a nice image. This is by Robert J. Anderson. Robert lives in Denver, Colorado, and it's called Newsstand Portal. It's part of the 27. I love this little head poking over.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. Nice image, Robert. So we have two images here by Robin Boger. This particular one, Robin lives in Newton, Massachusetts. This image is entitled Sightlines, Okavango Delta, and of course,
I think that was in Africa. I believe that's right.
Could be.
Yeah.
Would you believe she actually wrote something about these images?
To believe, but I'll read it. We're being facetious. Robin is an amazing writer, and also amazing reader of her writing. Yeah. These images come from two separate portfolios, since I often use words to embed the image into an ongoing narrative and bring the viewer into the experience with me. I have included a poem to accompany each. The first image, the diptych of two doors framing a winter field, was taken in Norway when I visited the village of. We haven't shown that one yet.
No, you want to switch to that one?
Let's do that one. Okay. That's a nice image.
Okay.
The first image, the diptych of two doors framing a winter field, was taken in Norway when I visited the village of Sigdal, searching for information about the grandmother I never knew. The door on the left leads into the new village church, but in 1850. She, Christina Solom, was confirmed here before leaving for America in 1866. The church has changed very little since then. The portfolio is called Finding Christina. Will I find you here? What can this cold space reveal about who you were? The second image from the portfolio, Travelers, And let's move back to that one.
Okay.
And was taken in the Okavango Delta. We tunnel through the gathering dark, vigilant, eyes track us unseen. Robin is definitely a master wordsmith and a wonderful photographer.
She is.
All right.
Thank you, Robin. And then we have, believe it or not, another Robin.
Is that another Robin also?
Well, not that Robin.
That's a different
It's
Robin.
a different Robin. This is Robin Olive Reich. Robin lives in Langley, Washington. We were just around there. And this is called Below the Earth, the Torch is Bright. And she did write about this, if you'd like to read that.
Okay. Below the ground with torches bright. This image was made when I was exploring the very dark batteries at Fort Casey on Whidbey Island. As a matter of fact, we were just there.
We were just there. We were.
They sadly reminded me of the decrepit, dark, damp cells of the cruelest Greyhound racetrack on the planet, the Canodrome in Macau, where I volunteered to help 532 Greyhound survivors when it was finally forced to shut down. And this torch reminded me that you can always find light, even in the darkest of places, just like I had in the eyes of all those survivors. Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Another good reason to check out people's websites, but she's got some great images on there. This image is by Roy J. Tampkin. Roy lives in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is called Fingers in the Door. It is a silver gelatin print.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's just wonderful, the little hand coming out there.
Yeah. Thank you. Ronald Butler. Ronald Butler lives in New York, New York. This is called Between the Stones.
Yep, that
Part of 27.
and it's a beautiful capture there.
It is.
It's a subtle way to say portrait by a portal.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
Subtle but effective. Ah.
Oh, I gotta change the picture.
So we have two images here by Russell Banks. Russell lives in Windsor, Colorado, and Russell takes a lot of cruises with his wife, and he has created a whole body of work about cruising, and it's a great body of work. Look on his website and check it all out. This particular image is called Door, Water, Clouds, 2015.
Wow.
It's very cool.
That's very interesting. Yeah.
And this one, also on a cruise, is called Red Passage 2019.
No, that's fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
What is that in front of? I guess they're looking at some land out there. Interesting.
You know, cruising that's just a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Whole nother world. Skip Smith. We have another photographer from Langley, Washington, Kevin. So Skip is from Langley, and this is called, you say it for me.
Opprobrium.
Opprobrium 2, Border Fence, Bisbee, Arizona.
And we saw Skip when we were there,
We
right?
did see Skip. Skip's a really great
What
guy.
a wonderful guy and a good photographer. So what is this? Is that the border wall?
That is the border wall.
Yeah.
in
Wow.
Bisbee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
How about
Doesn't
that?
look like too much of a wall to me. There's a big hole in it.
I don't know.
Okay.
So we have a couple images here by Sophie Pimpinella. Sophie is from Glen Allen, Virginia, and this particular image is entitled First, and it did receive the Jurors Award. So congratulations, Sophie. This is a lovely image.
Yes, it is. And it's a mysterious image.
Quite. Definitely a portal.
I wonder what this is right here.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You have to ask her.
Okay.
But this one, I love this. It's called Rear View.
And this is her also.
This is her also, yes.
And so that's probably a UFO coming to get her
You think so?
or us.
In the rear view mirror?
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's either that or a kind of looks like one of those rays that swim in the ocean.
Maybe.
So it's a Martian ray that's coming to get it.
Okay, Kevin.
Cool image.
It is a great image. So we've got a couple of images here by Terry Gullis. Terry lives in our old town, Houston, Texas. This particular one is entitled Behind the Curtain.
That's a very, very nice shot.
It's part of the 27.
Yeah.
Beautiful image.
Yes, it is.
And this is called Manhattan Awaits.
Wow. There it is.
There it is.
That's definitely the portal into what that is.
Lots of other portals.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. So Tim Walters. Tim lives in Oakland, California, and this is called Hole in the Bay.
Stay away from that.
How does that work?
I don't know, but there's I haven't ever seen one, but I've heard about it. There's some kind of phenomena that happens. They'll just occur in the water, bodies of water.
Wow. Okay. Walter Poltnick. Walter lives in Elkins Park, Pennsylvania. This is called Limerick, and he received the Director's Award for this.
These are really nice.
Yeah, this is a great body of work. Go on to his website and take a look. It's really nice stuff. He puts all the images on discarded paper items.
Right.
Am I saying that right?
Yes, it is.
And he'll also be doing we'll be doing a blog with him.
Right.
In the near future.
And his images are pretty ironic. The subject matter.
Yeah.
If you really look at it, here's the guy.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on there? I like that. Yeah. Leave you guessing.
Yeah, they're great. Thank you, Walter. And we're on the last one.
Okay.
So this is Walter, I'm sorry, Wright Schicklick. And Wright is from Palo Alto, California. And this is called Exit. So this is a really good ending for this.
Yes, it is. Very mysterious.
Yeah, it is the exit.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you, Wright.
Okay, so should I exit?
No, keep going. You have one more.
Okay.
Because it is Thanksgiving.
Ah, that's right.
Yes. So we had to end it with a turkey.
Yes, gobble, gobble.
Yes, we hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. And I just want to remind everybody to be sure, and as I post all of these images, not the turkey, post all the images on Instagram, be sure and like them, because whoever gets the most likes on Instagram wins the Visitors Award. And that involves $100. So, you might want to do that. Get your friends to vote.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're going to stop the share?
Happy holidays.
Okay.
Here we go. I did it, but it didn't do it.
It didn't do it. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
It likes the turkey.
Well, I don't know why.
Well, we're stuck.
Okay.
Where is it? Is it up there somewhere?
I don't know. You want to just say goodbye here?
Yeah, goodbye. Thank y'all.
Thank you for listening in.
Thank you for listening. Great to see you. Until next time. It just froze.